And this November, we're going to defeat crooked Joe Biden. He's a crooked, corrupt, horribly incompetent president who's destroying our country. Other than that, I think he's quite a nice man.
That was President Donald Trump rallying primary voters last night with an eye, of course, toward the general election. As polls open now in about 15 minutes. South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace is throwing her support behind Donald Trump, and she joins us now. Representative, thanks for being here.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. So I have to, look at this race and say you've kind of been on multiple sides of this race. You endorsed Donald Trump early on, but then after January 6th sort of switched and then was behind Nikki Haley. And Donald Trump endorsed your opponent in the race, but you won, and now you've supported him, and you're endorsing him. When you look at the last minute, we might have viewers right now who are going to vote. Why are you on the side of Donald Trump at this point?
Well, I listen to the voters, and I look at 3 years of Joe Biden. This was an easy call, supporting Donald Trump. When you look at the #1 issue that concerns voters today, and that's immigration and the border, he had the most secure border than we've had in decades, with Title 42, with Remain in Mexico, with building over 450 miles of wall at our southern border. That's the primary issue that people care about. And I listen to South Carolinians. I listen to voters. And what you're going to see tonight is see him run away with victory and another historic victory, record voting. We're having record voting, an early voting turnout this week. And you're going to see him win huge. And you're going to see that in every single state across the country right now.
So you're a South Carolina Congresswoman. If that happens, what's your message to Nikki Haley? I mean, she said she's charging ahead no matter what.
But what we don't want to do is continue to take shots at the presumptive nominee. I hope that she will drop out. I hope that she will unite the party, help unite the party, because we need to take all of our energy and put it against Joe Biden. A lot is at stake, and I believe that this is the most consequential election of our lifetime. It's time to gather around the man who can lead our country, and that man is Donald Trump.
Well, one of the issues you mentioned is the issue of illegal immigration, something that then candidate Trump in 2016 talked a lot about when the establishment Republican Party didn't want to. Well, now the floodgates have been open, and we've got a story we led with this morning about a University of Georgia student murdered by a suspect who we now know is not a U.S. citizen, likely here under amnesty or asylum, but that means illegally. So if you've got an illegal immigrant on the campus of University of Georgia allegedly killing a student with a previous criminal record, how did we get here?
Well, this has happened all across the country, and it's tragic. We've had it happen here right in the state of South Carolina. Someone that was deported under Donald Trump's presidency got back in under Joe Biden's presidency and murdered a 4-year-old girl in the upstate in South Carolina. This happens all the time across the country, which is why Americans are rallying behind Donald Trump. They want a strong leader, and that's who he is. That's what he's going to bring when he becomes president.
Let me bring it back to South Carolina. Do you want to hang a number on what tonight's going to look like?
25 to 28 point win.
25 to 28
I think it's going to be huge.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
I think it's going to be huge. I really do. And there are record numbers of people turning out in the most Trump-supportive counties of the state. And I think today you're going to see an overwhelming number of Trump voters. They like to vote on Election Day, and you're going to see them come out overwhelmingly today.
It's been interesting to watch Nikki Haley target Democrats.
Yes.
Seems to have been the strategy.
Particularly in my district.
Really?
Yeah, she's been targeting Democrats in my district.
Phone calls, direct mail, text, what is it?
Every single day. It's multiple mail pieces, it's multiple texts. We have open primaries. This is a reason why we should close our primaries and allow Republicans to vote in Republican primaries. But the only way she can close any gap against President Trump, which won't be very much here in South Carolina, is to beg Democrats to vote for her. And that's what she's doing.
Interesting. Representative Nancy Mace, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.